everyone, I'm Kinzy. I'm from Young Teachers. Welcome to our lesson today. In this lesson, I'm gonna talk about the past perfect progressive tense. Let's start with the form of the past perfect progressive tense. I will tell you a trick which helps you to know the form of any tense you want with the name of this tense. Let's start our trick. This is the name of what tense? Past perfect progressive. Perfect means we will use has, have, or had. Progressive means be plus ing. And the word past here to change from all of these. The word past will change had because this is the past. The form till now is had plus be plus ing, but it's too wrong because after had we must put a past participle form. So the form will be, we will change be to the past participle which is been. The form will be or becomes had plus been plus ing, which is our form today. Let's start with the affirmative form. Subject plus had plus been plus ing, as we said here. Example, I had been cleaning my bedroom. I is the subject, had been cleaning is the main, clean is the main verb ending in ing. Another example, she had been learning math. She is the subject, had been learning. Learn is the main verb ending in ing. Do you remember? In the past perfect, we use has with the subjects and have with another subjects, but here we use had with all the subjects. Let's move to the negative form. Subject plus had plus not plus been plus ing. An example, I hadn't. Hadn't is had plus not. And we contract it and becomes hadn't. We remove the O here and put apostrophe. Another example, she hadn't been learning math. She is the subject. Hadn't, we also contract had and not and becomes hadn't been learning. Learn is the main verb ending ing. Let's move to the question form. We know the two types of question, yes no question and WH question. Let's start with the yes no question. Yes no question starts with had plus subject plus been plus ing. An example, had you been cleaning your kitchen? Had the subject, which is you, been cleaning. Clean is the main verb in ing. The second type of question, WH question. Question word, like what, when, how much, how often, and so on. Had the subject plus been plus ing. And don't forget to put the question mark in a WH question and a yes no question. An example on a WH question. What had you been learning? What is the subject? Is an example. Is one of the examples of the question words. Had you and the subject been learning the main verb ending ing. Let's move to the user of the past perfect progressive tense. The user of the past perfect progressive tense. Let's start. The past perfect progressive tense expresses or emphasizes the duration of an activity that wasn't progressed before another activity or time in the past. You don't understand. I know. That's an example to understand. My dad had been waiting for the dinner for an hour. This is the sentence in a past perfect progressive tense. Before my mom finished cooking. The past perfect progressive tense expresses the duration of an activity that wasn't progressed. This is an activity that wasn't progressed in the past, and this is the duration, which is for an hour. Before another activity or time, this is the activity which is in the past. Then my dad had been waiting for the dinner for an hour before my mom finished cooking. My mom finished cooking is an activity in the past. And the sentence, my dad had been waiting for the dinner for an hour, is in the past perfect progressive and expresses or emphasizes the duration of an activity that wasn't progressed before another activity or time in the past. Do you remember our note? In all the progressive tenses, we can't use the stative verbs with any progressive tense. This tense is a progressive tense, past perfect progressive. So we can't use the stative verbs. That's an example. There are two sentences here. I've been thinking it's good, and I think it's good. Which is the right and which is the wrong? The wrong, which is I've been thinking it's good, because we use a progressive tense, I've been thinking, which is the past perfect progressive, with the stative verbs, which is think. Think here is a stative verb. So it's right to use the present simple, which is not a progressive tense. Let's see some contractions. We will want to contract I have, it becomes I am. We contract these, we remove the H and A and put apostrophe. And we want to contract. If we want to contract have not, it becomes haven't. We delete the O and put apostrophe. But there are two ways to contract I have not. The first way, which is we will contract I have together and not alone. And the second way, we will contract have not together. The first way, we contract I have together. I and not becomes the same. The second way, we contract have not together. Haven't. I have not can be contracted. I've not. I haven't. Let's summarize what we have learned today. The form of the past perfect progressive tense. I had been done. He had been done. He had been done. It had been done. We had been done. They had been done. And you had been done. To use it with the past perfect progressive tense, so expresses or emphasizes the duration of an activity that wasn't progressed before another activity or time in the past. And remember, we can't use the stative verb with progressive tenses. And these are the contractions. This is our chart today. This is an activity or time in the past. This is now, and this is the past. This is an activity in the past. This is also an activity that wasn't progressed before this activity or time in the past. An activity that wasn't progressed before another activity in the past. This is our lesson today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Goodbye.